Well, folks, it's time to boost the algorithm for my channel. So after all these years, I'm finally going to review one of those Fast and Furious movies. That's right, fast cars, explosions, Tokyo drift, street racing, Vin Diesel reminding us about the importance of family. And well, actually, this Fast and Furious film came out in 1939. It doesn't star anybody named Vin Diesel and only has one brief scene of a car moving at a very responsible speed. No, I'm just being silly. And this Fast and Furious film was actually a very funny whodunnit that starred Franchot and Sothern. They play this married couple, Joel and Garda Sloane. Now they've decided to take a summertime trip to the seashore, where, through one of Joel's friends, he manages to become involved in a beauty pageant as an investor and judge, much to the annoyance of his wife. Now, the story here is basically a light mystery. It's a little romantic comedy about this couple who basically stumble into this criminal investigation. Now, yes, there is a beauty pageant, but behind the scenes, there's some shady business dealings and suspicious characters, and a murder mystery to boot. Honestly, this was a fun, amateur detective adventure as the two of them try to figure out what's going on behind the scenes at this beauty show. Well, my thoughts on this film is I like this one, and it's really not very fast or furious at all, but it's just an enjoyable comedy with a little mystery mixed in. I thought that Franchot was enjoyable in the lead as this comic character who can turn things serious when needed in an investigation, but there's also plenty of humor, and he paired really well, I thought, with Ann Sothern as his wife, who to me was very funny, kind of has this bubbly Joan Blondell vibe to her. And really loved her in this film and found her to be very funny in her actions and her dialogue. The two of them together kind of reminded me in the spirit of like the Thin Man series of films, you know, with the jokes and the booze and whatnot, with a mystery to solve at the core of everything. There were really a lot of very funny scenes in the film. And one that stood out to me was when Joel says, "No bathing beauties," and then next thing you know, he's out swimming with some of the ladies. Now, his wife sees this and goes to work to sabotage things.
Oh, a wise guy, huh? Oh, fancy meeting you here.
There's another scene that I thought was good in the film was there's a sabotaged elevator that starts to collapse and sort of puts the film into a more serious direction as our heroes are trapped in this deadly situation together. There were also some scenes with lions that, well, honestly were a little bit silly, but I liked it just the same. To me, this is a film that maybe gets a little inconsistent with the tone, serious one minute, silly the next, but, you know, it works. I really enjoyed it. Fast and Furious was distributed by MGM. It was written by Harry Kernitz, and it was interesting to discover that this was directed by Busby Berkeley. Yes, the same Berkeley who was well known back in the 1930s for those extravagant musicals, you know, the big choruses with the synchronized swimmers and those elaborate geometric patterns viewed from above, you know, that sort of thing. Not as much dancing in this one, but still plenty of girls during the pageant scenes, and I guess the studios at the time just moved directors around to whatever needed to be made. And Berkeley did direct a number of non-musical films like this one, you know, mysteries, comedies, and so on. Now, this was the third and last in the Fast trilogy of films. So this trilogy began in 1938 with Fast Company, starring Melvyn Douglas and Florence Rice as the couple out solving mysteries together. Then Fast and Loose was released in 1939 with Robert Montgomery and Rosalind Russell. I mean, both of those sound great, so I think I need to check out this entire Fast series in the near future. The film also featured actress Mary Beth Hughes in one of her very early roles as the glamorous blonde in the beauty pageant. Now, she was in a number of films in 1939 that, from what I can see, would have been some of the very first roles of her career in Hollywood. To wrap up this quick review, Fast and Furious from 1939. Again, no fast cars, and honestly, the only thing being burned in this Fast and Furious was cigarette tobacco. There's lots of charm and funny banter to this one, and Franchot and Ann Sothern make an enjoyable husband and wife team. And this film is brisk with some genuinely funny moments. I really laughed out loud a number of times watching the film. If you enjoy old Hollywood mysteries with colorful characters, some humor, and a touch of romance. This is definitely one worth checking out.